Kia ora!
Hello!
Welcome to Putting Up with the Puriris.
Today on Beyond Boilup we are going to make a Kaimoana Stew.
Or Bouillabaisse if you're a little bit fancy. So the ingredients we have that is going to form the base of our Kaimoana Stew or Bouillabaisse. We've got extra virgin olive oil. We've got around 50 grams of butter. We've got 2 tins of diced tomato. We've used home brand, you don't need anything fancy here. You're going to need about 1.5 cups of fish stock. We've made this ourselves, so I'll show you a little bit later how we've done that. We've got 1 diced onion. White onion will do. The fancy chefs will use red, but this will work just fine. We've got 2 stalks of diced celery. Just a tip, if you pull away the stringy bits from the back of it, it will help that to break down easier. We've got 2 cups of inexpensive white wine. Really anything will do there. We've got 5 or 6 stalks of parsley that we've just put into a bundle, and we've got fennel bulb 2 ways. One is very finely sliced and the other is grated. We've got 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, 2 bulbs of garlic diced. We've got 2 dried chilies, we've diced those as well, and a generous pinch of saffron.
Okay, the seafood you need for the stew, we've got some mussels here. Now feeding about 4 people, we've got about 4 or 5 mussels per person, so we've got about 16 to 20 here. Again with the scallops, about 4 per portion, so we've got 16 scallops here. About the white fish, we've got 2 different types of fillet. We've got snapper and gurnard, all together totaling 350 grams. So we've got 4 small fillets of gurnard, and then the balance of snapper, and a fillet of salmon, probably about 200 grams.
So what we did to make this stock is we have put in some butter, and we've sweated off 1/2 carrot, 1/2 celery stalk, 1/2 onion, and we've just let them sweat but not go brown. Then what we did is we chucked in the fish frames minus the head and gills, and we've just cooked those away. We've added 1.5 litres of water, 1/4 cup of wine. We've got in here some bay leaf, we've got peppercorns and cloves, and we've simmered that for 45 minutes and then allowed it to rest with the lid on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to form the base of our Kaimoana stew. We've got a pan on low temperature here, and what I'm going to be doing is just adding some of the ingredients that we introduced earlier to just get that base going. So I'm just going to add 1/2 of our butter in to the bottom of the pot, which is on a low heat, and a dash of olive oil. Tip the onions in there. Try to get all of them in. So I've got the onions in there, they're just sweating off, and I'll just add in the dry chili. Give that a wee mix. So I'm going to add in our garlic now. Our celery, the grated fennel, so we'll just let those sweat off a little bit. Just kind of working those until the chili is cooked through. And the reason we want that chili cooked through before we add the white wine vinegar is that if it isn't integrated and really cooked through, what will happen is it will float to the top in the stew, and we'll just have chunks of chili as opposed to a really nice background heat throughout. So now that the chili's all integrated in with the rest of the vegetables and really cooked through, I've added the white wine vinegar, and I'm just going to let that reduce by 1/2. I'm going to add the tomato and the inexpensive white wine. So we just going to crank that heat up and bring it to the boil. Once this is boiling away, what you want to do is just let it go hard out for 2 or 3 minutes. And then put it down to a simmer. And then what you're going to do is blitz it. You don't want to make it super smooth. What you want to do is just get most of those big chunks out. What we do now is we need to transfer from this pot into the Le Creuset. There's no real reason why we need to, it just feels better. We've just got this on a low heat, by the way. And then into there we're going to add the saffron, the finely sliced fennel, all of it, the fish stock, 1.5 cups, give that a wee stir, and then of course our bundle of parsley. We're just going to let that simmer away for about 30 minutes. So we've got about 30 minutes to kill while that simmers away. So I will make a martini. For this you need some dry vermouth and some vodka and a handful of ice cubes. Alright, so get your martini glasses firstly. Pop a little bit of vermouth in one of them. Swirl it round to coat the glass. Do the same for the other. And then just leave a little bit in the base there. Alright, pop your ice cubes in a shaker. Some plain vodka here. And then just give it a shake. And then just tip it into both of the glasses. With some olives to finish it. There we are. Cheers! Try this. Cheers. Delicious. Okay, so I'm just going to portion the fish now. With the small fillets of gurnard that we have here, we'll just simply cut them in half. Quickly go through and do all 4 of those. And the largest snapper fillets, we'll cut into 3 or 4. Just make sure you take all the bones out of the salmon. The easiest way to do that is to get a rolling pin, lie it over the top of the rolling pin so that the bones pop out a little bit more. And then just a pair of tweezers to pull each of the bones out. And the salmon can just be cut into similar sizes as the white fish fillets. Alright, the base has been boiling for about half an hour, so we'll just taste it and add salt and pepper as needed. Definitely need salt and pepper. We're going to use the Malden sea salt. This one is the smoked one, which is going to add a really nice flavour in there. Put a dash in. And we'll pop some ground black pepper as well.
better. Okay, once it tastes right, just leave it to boil for about another 2 or 3 minutes.
Now it's time to add the mussels.
Okay, so it's been simmering for a couple of minutes now. The mussels are starting to open up. We've got a few here where the shells are starting to separate. So we'll start adding the fish from the thickest fillets through. So we'll start with the salmon. We'll just pop those in. Firstly, let that simmer for a little while, and then we'll move on to the snapper, the gurnard lastly, and the scallops at the very end because they'll only take maybe 30 seconds to a minute.
So this dish is actually really good to make at the batch if you're on holiday or something, because most of this kaimoana you can collect yourself. I mean, apart from the salmon, you can go fishing, you can put a net out, you can go collecting shellfish, you can replace the mussels with pippies maybe. If we were up in Nguru, we'd put a net out at low tide. We'd definitely go to the pippy bed in Nguru. So this can be a really super inexpensive dish that you can make anywhere.
Okay, all the seafood's been added. Got all the fish, the scallops have just been popped in there. So it should look a little something like this, and we'll just leave it to simmer for a few more minutes so that the scallops can cook through.
This is so beautiful. It's all cooked and ready. I'm so excited to eat it. I'm just going to dish this up for everyone. Look how incredible this looks. I cannot wait to dig in.
Smells good, girls.
Oh my god, this is so delicious. Good wine choice, Calvin. So, what do you think this week, Calvin? Did we pull off your bouillabaisse?
Good listening this week, ladies. Good listening.